What's next? It's the question that begins all our exploring. It ignites our imagination, inspires us to bring tomorrow into today. Tomorrow, metals will flow. Beauty will be powerful. Borders will disappear. Reflections will be free. Colors will live. The future will be the present. Light the way to next. Welcome to Samsung Galaxy Unpacked 2015.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Head of Global Marketing for the IT and Mobile Division, Young-hee Lee.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Unpack 2015. I've led product launches at Samsung since the first Galaxy. What an incredible journey. But let me tell you, tonight is big. We are sharing with you the result from the most significant team effort in this company's history. We started from the ground up and reached for something entirely new. And on that note, let's get ready to unveil the next Galaxy. Please welcome our CEO, Mr. J.K. Shin.
Thank you. Hello. Thank you all for joining us. This is an exciting day. No more internet rumors. Today, we unveil what's next. These products are a result of a simple philosophy. A philosophy that's made Samsung the leading smartphone company in the world. It comes down to two words: relentless innovation. I may not be the best public speaker. That's because my first language is engineering. We got here because we are passionate about technology. And we will never rested on our past achievement. We listened to our customers. We learned from our successes and our missteps. And we pushed forward new technologies, new ideas. That's how we have offered better products and how we've offered new products first. AMOLED screens, LTE technology, the Note, the Gear. Yes, it's a crowded market. You may have noticed this. We definitely have. Some companies have set themselves apart through design, others through practicality. But people want both. People want the best-in-class smartphone with the best-in-class design. That's what we have set out to build. And we did it from the ground up. Our goal was simple: the most beautiful smartphones in Samsung's history and the most advanced smartphones in the world. That's what comes next. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Galaxy S6 and Galaxy S6 Edge. These are the most advanced powerful smartphones in the world, with the capabilities no other phone can match. No other phone can match. But that's not all. To use a technical engineering term, they also look really cool. Really cool. The best display, the fastest processor, the best cameras under any conditions. With the Samsung Knox and MDM partners, these phones will give business and government the confidence of the best security and the data protection available. Also, Samsung Pay will push the boundaries of mobile payments by dramatically increasing convenience and coverage for both merchants and consumers. We have closely worked with industry-leading card networks, such as MasterCard and Visa. Many more banks and financial institutions are joining forces to provide customers with the greater flexibility and more access and more secure choice of contactless payment. We know the full value of our devices depends on connection speed, so we are relentless in pursuing the best LTE technology. To carriers, this is great news. When your networks are ready, our users will be too. Finally, these phones are beautifully designed. You can see that. But as Samsung would believe in design with a purpose, design that does something. S6 and S6 Edge can charge wirelessly. It's built right in. No more fumbling for power codes in the dark. You will see what I mean. That's a design with a purpose. That's the future. Let me close by saying this. I'm very proud of this company and the team behind it. I believe that Samsung has an important role to play in advancing technology in our daily lives. We push ourselves hard. We take a step forward and then another. And if we get there first, others will follow. That's how we transform society for the better. That's how we make life easier, simpler, and more productive. That's what relentless innovation means, offering what's next now. And so I'm proud to reveal the Galaxy S6 and Galaxy S6 Edge to all of you today. We set out to deliver something better than anything we've ever built before. And I think we did it. Next is now. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Thank you, JK. The S6 and the S6 Edge are the result of our mission to redefine the Galaxy brand. We returned to the drawing board and imagined a totally new design, never before seen performance, and the next level of enterprise solution, the all-new Galaxy. Let's begin by taking a look at the design. It's beautiful, isn't it? The S6 and the S6 Edge, the most advanced smartphones in the world with a design to match. Every detail on these devices was carefully considered, crafted to serve a significant purpose for our consumers, focusing on the essentials and making the devices refined. At the core of it all, the S6 and the S6 Edge truly reflect our energy and commitment to designing with purpose. Take a look. The first dual-curved smartphone in the world. It took years of innovation to produce this mesmerizing design that we all thought was a thing of the future. And yet, here it is now. It's the result of craftsmanship that only Samsung can achieve, a delicate process so difficult to master. It takes 800 degrees Celsius just to curve the glass. When dealing with tens of millions of devices, this was once impossible. But you know what? We did it. Now we have the first devices of its kind, the S6 Edge. It has an amazing viewing experience, a more comfortable grip, and above all, your friends will think it's very cool. You know what I love about working for Samsung? I get to see future devices before anybody else. When I saw the first S6 design sample, I was amazed by the jewel-toned colors. See? The glass has a micro-optical layer that gives an impression of depth and richness. For example, the gold seems to have a life of its own, moving between gold and silver, depending on how you look at it. Both the S6 and the S6 Edge come in other shimmering colors with a mystical quality like you've never experienced in a smartphone before. We've all dropped and shattered our phones before, and it's a huge pain. Well, Gorilla Glass 4 has your back. So not only does it look great, it's super tough. In fact, it's the toughest in the market. Also, the special metal that we use is 50% stronger than the metal in other high-end smartphones. My first language may not be engineering, but I do know that this stuff will not bend. I mean, what our engineers and designers accomplished with the glass and metal is really amazing in terms of bringing together technology, and design to create something awesome. Everything about the exterior is amazing, but inner beauty is just as important, if not more so. Interacting with the device has also been greatly improved. And to explain this in detail, please welcome from our UX innovation team, Hyun-Yu Lee.
Hi, everyone. It's so great to be here to talk about our new design philosophy, design with purpose. We've been driving relentless innovation in our user interface, and we are listening. The changes we've made were suggested by customers and our friends on the internet. We focused on the essentials. We reimagined the user experience so it's more intuitive and simpler to use. We started with a more logical structure and reduced the depth to the menus and settings. Plus, we swapped out abstract icons and replaced them with clear, concise text. We removed everything that got in the way of you having the best experience. No more unnecessary alerts and notifications or struggling with hard-to-use and hard-to-find features. Thanks to powerful processors and a streamlined interface, lag or stuttering is gone. Even the smallest gestures are registered. More than ever, these devices are insanely responsive. Our new phone's visual experience is also exactly what you've been waiting for. As you can see, we used bright and simple colors to make everything more clear and better organized. And you'll see this idea throughout the interface. These are the app pages, which we made more legible and simpler. We also use color codes to make quick associations with specific apps. So, green is a phone, purple is video, orange are contacts. Now, let's dive into the details. Take a look at the camera controls. Everything you need is right at your fingertips. See how easy it is to add an effect to your photo? Again, you'll be able to spot and understand the icons faster because we added labels. And tapping a single button gives you all the commonly used options at a glance. Don't you love it? The most wonderful part of all, no scrolling. It's also great for casual photographers. Thank you. It's also great for casual photographers, simple and streamlined. But if you want more advanced controls, there's a separate professional mode when you're feeling more creative. Cool. Now let's talk about the edge. We created a meaningful space. The curved screen, which we call the edge, connects to the people and information that matter to you. Plus, there's a new feature that lets you use the edge to stay in touch with your favorite people. You can assign a color for up to 5 contacts. The edge will then glow in that color so that you can see who's calling, emailing, or texting you without ever having to lift the phone. And don't we all agree? It's so frustrating when the big boss is calling and there's no way you can answer the phone. Well, just place your finger on the heart rate sensor and off goes the one-touch auto reply. Sorry, JK. And on top of that, you can have up to 5 contacts you missed show up right on the lock screen with options for immediate action so you can connect right away. It's been exciting to share with you the breakthroughs we made in design. First, the design of the exterior, sleek, solid, and durable. Second, the user experience, simple, fast, and intuitive, all designed with purpose. Now, my colleague from the product strategy and marketing team will tell you more about the power of these devices. Please welcome Justin Dennison. Thank you.
Thank you. Excellent design is critical. And when it's matched with powerful performance, you get something truly unique. The S6 and S6 Edge now set the performance bar for the entire industry. This is how. It starts with the processor, one of a kind. It has a 64-bit architecture built using 14-nanometer technology. It's a world's first in a smartphone. It's more powerful, but also smaller and easier on the battery. To put this in perspective, it has 20% faster performance and is 35% more efficient than the 20-nanometer chip in the Galaxy Note 4. Next, we went beyond the industry standard DDR3 RAM and instead used DDR4, boosting the running memory by greater than 80%. For your data, we've developed all new flash storage technology. It's a fusion of the SSD in PCs and mobile flash. It's faster and uses less power. So taking pictures, playing games, watching videos, it all happens fast, without interruption or lag. And now, let's move on to the display. The Galaxy brand has always been associated with outstanding displays. We set the bar high with Super AMOLED. Today, we set that bar even higher. The S6 and S6 Edge have the best screens you've ever seen on a smartphone. 5.1-inch Quad HD Super AMOLED with 577 pixels per inch. Even though the S5 has an amazing display, the S6 has 77% more pixels. And there's nothing more representative of our display innovation than our Galaxy S6 Edge. It has a Super AMOLED screen wrapped around both edges of the device, inviting you to a wonderful viewing experience. While we're talking about display innovation, we're also excited to announce a new Gear VR. And it works with both the S6 and S6 Edge. Thank you. The pixel density of the S6 display has been increased by 11% versus the Note 4, giving you a richer visual experience with crisper images. And all that processing power I talked to you about, it's why you get higher quality VR content all wirelessly. Together, they create an out-of-this-world immersive experience. How about that for what's next? Thank you. As you know, battery is top of mind when consumers think about their phones. So we're always looking for ways to improve it. The S6 family has an enhanced processor that performs better but draws less power. A screen that's even more brilliant, yet handles energy efficiently. But come on, no one has invented the never-ending battery, but we've invented one that charges faster than any in the industry. I repeat, faster than any in the industry. Does that matter to you? Yeah. Get this. It only takes 10 minutes to get enough charge for up to 4 hours of everyday use. Come on. That's right. Charging from 0 to 100, it takes roughly half the time of the iPhone 6. Really? Thank you. I travel a lot for business, and I find myself in situations where I'm low on battery, but can't stay in one place long enough to find a charge. 15 minutes in a coffee shop, 10 minutes in an airport lounge. These are never enough to get me going. But with the S6, I won't have to be constantly worried about battery life. And by the way, you may have noticed a major change here. The battery is built in. Now, we've refused to do this for some time. That's because we didn't want to have a built-in battery until we were absolutely sure that users would feel confident about charging their phones. Others have sacrificed convenience for design, but not us. And here's something else. Just like the battery, wireless charging is built right in. Thank you. All packed into an incredibly thin 6.8 millimeters. Sure, wireless charging has been around, but there hasn't ever been full dedication to it. Think about what it used to mean. A special accessory, maybe an additional cover, and of course, you needed to find the right charging pad that worked with your phone. There's nothing really convenient about that, is there? With built-in wireless charging and the rapid increase in wireless charging pads at cafes, restaurants, and offices, you already have everything you need. And as it's compatible with the two main wireless charging standards, both WPC and PMA, you know that you're covered. Wireless charging has arrived. Thank you. So, with the Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge, you have a super efficient device with a powerful built-in battery that charges incredibly fast and built-in wireless charging to keep you going until we invent that never-ending battery. Now, on to our new camera. It's well known just about everyone is using their mobile phone as their main camera. And tonight, we're doing the same. We are so confident about the quality of our camera that all of the scenes that you're watching in this making of video were shot using our new device. And as you've already seen, we're using some of those same videos and images throughout this Unpacked. I have lots of specs and details for you, but first, let me explain what we were trying to achieve. As a camera, smartphones get the job done, for the most part, but the key challenge is creating a camera that excels in all lighting conditions. This camera can do that, especially in low light. How about a brighter f1.9 lens, real-time HDR, and a special low-light shot feature that combines multiple photos to create the brightest image? That sounds great, right? Thank you. Now, that would be a pretty impressive rear camera. I'm actually talking about the front camera. Thank you. For the front camera, which boasts 5 megapixels, we used an f1.9 lens instead of the S5's f2.4 lens. That lets in 60% more light, and we increased the pixel size by 43%, meaning lower light noise and better low-light photography. And that real-time HDR I mentioned, another world's first. That's going to make a huge difference when you're capturing the moment, especially in low light. Let me show you. Here's a close-up taken with the S6 in a dimly lit bar with no flash. I mean, there's never been a front camera as powerful as this. It is a remarkable achievement. But don't worry, we didn't forget the back. You're looking at the level of quality you get with the rear camera. Look at the crispness, the rich colors, the details in the background. It has a 16 megapixel sensor and the same amazingly bright f1.9 lens. We also included the optical image stabilization feature introduced on the Note 4. Check this out. This is the difference you will see right off the bat. And no touch-up, no tweak settings, no photoshopping. It's incredible. And we didn't just improve still images, video is even better. So, what you're looking at now was shot with the iPhone 6 Plus. Oh. It's a little hard to tell what this is, but I think it's a couple sitting. Can you show me a better video of that? Same scene, same lighting conditions, same everything. That's shot with the S6. Cool, right? We are tremendously proud of what we've been able to achieve, and it's all because of the incredibly bright f1.9 lens. We can't wait to see what you'll create with it. Another thing we heard from you is that you wanted to be able to take a picture at a moment's notice. For me, to see all three of my kids smiling, getting along, posed perfectly with a well-behaved dog, when that happens, if it happens, I want to capture it right then. Our answer? The S6 camera is always on standby, which means it launches in less than a second. So when that must-capture moment happens, just double-click the home button, and the camera is on in an instant. Thank you. And what happens if everything's moving around? Not a problem, because the camera will follow your subject, keeping it in focus. All you need to worry about is pressing the shutter. This is made possible by a brand new feature of the Galaxy S6 family, object tracking autofocus. Those are just a few of the highlights of the amazing S6 camera, your perfect companion to capture any moment. Now, let me expand on what Mr. Shin was talking about with regards to Samsung Pay. I mentioned earlier that we didn't want to go with a built-in battery until we were absolutely sure the technology was right. The same goes for making purchases with your mobile phone. We believe that for any payment service to be successful, universal acceptance is critical. NFC is not universally accepted. In the US, for instance, it limits your purchasing options to less than 10% of merchants. That leaves a greater than 90% chance you won't be making a mobile purchase when you go shopping. That's why we developed Samsung Pay, which will allow you to use your Samsung phone to pay anywhere that accepts credit cards, debit cards, or NFC. Thank you. With our innovative technology called MST, Samsung solves the acceptance problem. It's groundbreaking because MST allows you to use mobile payments even when a merchant only supports magstripe. It's so simple to use. You swipe up from the bezel to activate Samsung Pay, authenticate with your fingerprint, and then tap it to the card reader, and you're done. Samsung Pay is also secure. When you're making a purchase, you're protected two ways. Your fingerprint starts the process, and your card information is encrypted through tokenization. No card data is stored in the device or with Samsung. To deliver a best-in-class mobile payment solution, Samsung has partnered with major payment networks, such as MasterCard and Visa. Our partnership ecosystem for Samsung Pay is also expanding to include more global financial institutions, such as American Express, Bank of America, Chase, Citi, and US Bank, to name a few. Starting this summer in the US and Korea, Samsung Pay will be accepted by far and away more merchants than any other offering. And that's what we mean by getting mobile payments right. Now, let's wrap it up. A next-level processor, best all-around display, a powerful battery that now supports wireless charging, the fastest, brightest camera on the market, and convenient mobile payments. That's how we've raised the bar. And finally, the all-new Galaxy is not only perfect for personal life, it's also ready for business right out of the box. To tell you more, I'd like to introduce a colleague of mine, Gregory Wade.
Thank you. It's great to be here with you this evening in Barcelona. Let me dive right in and say this. The Galaxy S6 ranks as one of the most secure devices on the market today, continuing Samsung's drive to provide businesses with defense-grade security built in, making it the obvious choice for businesses and consumers alike who want the highest levels of security and protection against malicious attacks, viruses, and hackers. Right off the bat, Samsung Knox takes your security to the next level from the hardware, software, and application layers. But don't just take my word for it. Check out the news. One leading market research firm projects Android's mobile OS will dominate the business landscape. And when it comes to areas of business that matter most, a top technology research firm gives Samsung Knox high rankings. The Galaxy S6 is definitely ready for business right now. We've also received 2 thumbs up from top government agencies in the US like NIST and DISA, plus agencies in the UK and Finland, which have some of the strongest standards in the world for mobile platform security. And we're constantly working to broaden that list. The Galaxy S6 integrates with all the leading MDMs, including AirWatch, BlackBerry, and Mobile Iron. So whatever MDM your company is using, the Galaxy S6 is ready for business the moment you turn it on. This means that your company's IT manager can easily integrate and manage it, whether you're in the office or on the road. Our security is built in. Just turn it on. And now, before we turn you loose on the devices, please welcome back my colleague, Young-hee Lee. Thank you very much.
Like I said, today's Unpacked was a big one. The best in design and performance for personal and enterprise. Tonight, we bring you the beginning of a whole new galaxy.
What's next? It's a question with infinite possibilities. And that's when things get exciting. When we discover, craft, invent, and see things in a whole new way. We're always looking ahead to what's next and making it happen now. Because it's when possibility becomes a reality, when tomorrow becomes today, when next becomes now, we feel most inspired. The all-new Samsung Galaxy S6 and S6 Edge. Next is now.
I'm sure you've been waiting to know the S6 and the S6 Edge will be available from April 10th in 20 countries and will continue to expand after that all over the world. And you'll be able to purchase them in 32, 64, and 128 gigabyte options, along with an array of Samsung accessories. For this launch, we also synced up with our partners to make sure you find perfect accessories to go with your new phone. Now, the Galaxy S6 and the S6 Edge are here. Thank you to everyone in Barcelona and those watching around the world. Okay, that's it. Now it's your turn to go and explore the devices. Enjoy.